Hello, hope it's teddygaming and welcome back to another video. In this one, we're going to be looking at a brand new TMNT crossover that they're going to be involved in with WWE. And this one, to say the very least, is not good, very lazy, and just really disappointing, and in some cases, very bad. So, yeah. And before we do actually talk about these new figures, I want to talk about the old ones first. So, I want to say like nearly 10 years ago, there was a crossover between the 2012 Turtles and WWE. They did two waves. I'm not too sure like which Turtles like did what characters in the second wave because I never got to see those figures. But the first wave came out and they were really great. Articulation, maybe not so much, but the ideas and that like went into the figures were really great. We had Raph as Sting, we had Donatello's The Undertaker, Leonardo as John Cena, and Mikey as Macho Man. And they were like really creative because they were the Turtles, dressed up as the WWE characters, had fun accessories and stuff like that. But with today's crossover, yeah, they really went in the complete opposite direction, and it is, I want to say, the worst crossover they've done so far. And I think to put it into perspective, it's sort of like how they've done it with the past few crossovers with like Street Fighter, was it the Cobra Kai one, where the Turtles didn't really do too much with them, and then put them in a box with another character which I don't think anyone really wanted, and then never bothered to really complete the set. So, yeah, I mean, at least they are completing the set for this one. It's just that maybe this is not the best crossover that they've done, and it's just so annoying. And to make it even worse, this one's also being done by Mattel, who are doing the current crossover with TMNT and He-Man, and some of them have not been the best looking figures. They're just the characters with some different armor pieces on there, and they don't really look that creative or anything like that. So my hopes were not really too high, but looking at the characters and what they look like and who they're paired up with is just the worst. So, yeah, let's take a look at them. Okay, so where do we begin? Okay, let's talk about Leonardo. So Leonardo is being matched up with Seth Rollins, and what you'll see throughout these figures is that they're actually not turtles, they're just the wrestlers dressed up as characters from the Turtles. And we do get to see Seth Rollins here. Yeah, I mean, they sort of tried, and I think the most annoying part about all of this is that they don't really look too much like the Turtles. They just look like normal wrestlers with some Turtle stuff on there, and if you take away the shirts, they just look like normal wrestlers, and you won't be able to tell the difference between them. It's just so annoying, and Seth Rollins, I think, might be one of the worst ones. And the reason for that is just because if you do watch WWE and how Seth Rollins is, he's not really much of like a Leo type character, especially with the designs. They're going more for the 87 look for the Turtles. And Seth Rollins is not really like that. He's more, I want to say, more like the Rise Leo. It just comes off so weird. And then combine that with like the weapons, like why would they use that? And it's just so annoying that it went down this route. I know that it's supposed to be just fun and creative and all that, but like they didn't really try all too much. And just look at it, he doesn't look like much of a turtle. He just looks like a guy that's just, he just looks like just some random guy dressed up in a turtle costume and just sort of just went to Comic Con and be like, yeah, oh god. But yeah. So then for Mikey and Donny, I've never seen them in WWE, so I can't really say too much for them. But Mikey is being portrayed by Kofi Kingston, and Donatello is being portrayed by Xavier Woods. And the problem is that like they're just some guys with just some total costumes on them, and they don't really look creative or fun whatsoever. It's just so annoying because I want it to be good, but it's not. It's just some guys wearing some tall hoodies. This is just the worst crossover, and yeah, it's just not, it's not really there. It's just so annoying. It's just so bad. Okay, and then let's look at Raph, and I think he might be the worst one for the Turtles. So Raph is being portrayed by Rey Mysterio, and I'm pretty sure there are a lot more better people to choose from for being more angry, and they went with Rey Mysterio. Why? I feel like Rey Mysterio would be a better choice for Mikey with the abilities to jump around and stuff like that, but no, they went with Raph. And taking a look at his costume, I will give it a bit more credit. It does. I hate it and love it for the reasons. So it works well for Rey Mysterio because it fits well with his costume on WWE. But with that being said, you take away the top that says Tell Power, and he's just Rey Mysterio in a green getup. Did they even bother to try? It's just the worst. How are they selling this? And yeah, I mean, at least with the other ones, they try to make them look like turtles without them actually being turtles. But this one is just the worst. I mean, I think it would have been better if it was the other way around, where the turtles actually dress up as these characters or these WWE stars. But the way they went around it this time is just the worst. Why would I go around it like this? Okay, and then let's move on to the last two characters. So we got Cody Rhodes, who's going to be playing Casey Jones. And with this one, I mean, I don't know where to really begin with this one. So he just looks like Cody Rhodes, but with a mask and some equipment on him. This doesn't really scream Casey Jones. It just screams Cody Rhodes with a few more extra bits on him. And you take away all that stuff, and you still got Cody Rhodes. It's what are they even trying to play at here? It's just not the best, still the worst. And it feels like here they didn't really put too much effort into it. They just thought, oh yeah, he's famous, he'll do. And again, I feel like there are better options out there. There are superstars in WWE that do look like a Casey Jones type character, and yet I went with him. Why? I mean, I will give him some credit, but I don't think I really put too much thought into it. I do like the mask, and I do like that it has the USA flag on it, just because I know that, in the comics, in the Volume 3 stuff, or you might know as the Urban Legends stuff, Casey did have a, mask with the USA flag on it, so I do like that thought process behind it, but I got a feeling that they did not look at the comics, so they just thought, yep, it's Cody Rhodes here, America and stuff like that, and they put it on there. I don't think they thought about the comics whatsoever, and let's look at the last one, Shredder. So Shredder is going to be portrayed by Roman Reigns, and looking at Roman Reigns, he does has that, he looks like a Shredder type character, and I think that's the most annoying part about it, is that if they were to pick him for a movie, for a live action role, I think he could portray a really good Shredder. And looking at the design for the figure here, it's just, they didn't even try. At least with the other turtles, they tried to make them look somewhat like the turtles, but here they didn't even try. So it's just Roman Reigns with some blades on his shoulder and one blade on his hand. The blades on his shoulder look really rubbery and plastic, and I know that they are for the toy form, but they just look so out of place on his character, and they do remind me a little bit more of the Stone Generals from the 2007 movie. But other than that, that's just bad. And there's two things that really annoy me about his claw on his hand. So the first one is that it's not on his left hand. And the reason for that is just because normally with Shredder's claw is either on his left hand or it's on both hands. And I went with the right hand. I mean, it's not really a big deal, but it's just annoying. And the second thing, it's red. I don't know why it's really annoying me, but it really is annoying me so much. And I can't look away from it. It's just one of the worst things ever. And it's so annoying because Roman Reigns could portray a really good Shredder, but he just doesn't have that look. I mean, there's so many things they could have done to make him look like a Shredder type character. Give him the mask, but no, nothing. It's so annoying with this crossover. So yeah, this crossover is just gonna be one of the worst crossovers they've made in a really long time. It feels like they're just trying to cross over with every single thing that's going and just slapping it on with the Toll brand and hoping for the best. and not ready to put like too much thought into this, because they have shown in the past that they can make a really great like crossover with WWE with like 2012 stuff, but yet here it's just the worst. They haven't really put too much thought into it. They all look really crap, and they don't like these characters don't really like feel like they are portraying the characters even that well. The designs are really bad and off. It's just the worst. So I'm looking forward to the next crossover. I can't wait to see what they'll do next and how they botch that one up next. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about this crossover? Do you like it? Do you not? Will you be picking any of these up? I mean, some people said they're going to be picking up Cody Rhodes. That's one which I'm hearing the most, but I feel like this is going to be a really tough sell for quite a few people. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. If you do some, please share, let's subscribe and all stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.